Hey Fight fans, it's Michelle Joy Phelps with Boxing Social in partnership with Forged Irish Stout, Empire Fight Store, and ReadyToFight.com. And I'm joined now with the one and only Frank Warren. Frank, it's good to see you here in Riyadh once again. How many times have you been here?
A few times now.
Yeah?
Yeah, enjoying it each time. It's marvellous.
It's getting bigger and bigger, I feel.
It's getting bigger and bigger, and this is the first of 3 big shows that we've got planned this year with His Excellency and for the Riyadh season. I mean, it's unbelievable, and we're in Greece today. This is Greece, aren't we? So classic setting for a classic event.
It actually looks like Greece.
It does.
It's
It's
amazing.
a theme park, and it's an amazing theme park. Look, we got a good fight.
Yeah.
The main event is a very intriguing fight. You've got Anthony Joshua, who's trying to re-establish himself and made a good job of it in his last fight. And with a guy who put a tremendous performance up against Tyson Fury, when a lot of people were just writing him off as a no chancer and a no hoper. You know, no one took into consideration he's a fighting man. He comes from a fighting background. He's not an influencer or a YouTuber. He's a proper fighting man who's had to fight probably since the day he was born to get out of where he wanted to get out of Africa, to come to Europe to improve his life. And he showed in his last fight, for me, that he'd be a handful for anybody in the top 10, and I think there's a couple of guys there, I think he would, on that performance that he had against Tyson, he would beat them. So, what's he learnt from his last fight? What has he learnt from making that against Tyson? Can he improve? And for AJ, who's seen him in action, what can he do differently that Tyson didn't do to stop him? And that's going to be, for me, that's going to be interesting. You know, Tyson's last fight, he won it, but I don't think he was at his best. It wasn't. I mean, I'll be very honest. I don't think it was a bit of an off night for him. But good champions win when they're on their off nights. But I think the fight on Friday, somebody will get knocked out. I don't think it's going to go the distance.
Yeah, I don't think many people are predicting that it is going to go the distance. But one question I do have, and I think a lot of people are wondering, is there's obviously all this talk that if Anthony Joshua wins, that he'll secure himself in a position to get the winner of Fury versus Usyk. Now, what happens if it's, Francis Ngannou? Does he get a shot?
Until that fight happens on the 18th, no one knows what's going to happen. And once we see how the dust settles. Look, it's all ifs at the moment. If Joshua wins, I mean, Ngannou's got a rematch with Tyson anyway.
Right.
So what happens if he wins? Does that makes it? It's such a big fight for the both of them. If either of them were to fight Tyson, and you can't take Usyk out of the equation. Usyk's there, he's not coming to make up the numbers. So we've got a great heavyweight situation going. And then you look on Friday night, you look at Zhang against Parker. What a good fight that is. That's for the WBO interim title. The winner of that becomes the mandatory to the winner of the fight on the 18th.
Right.
So there's lots of connotations there and how it's all going to pan out. One thing for sure, they're all happening, the fights.
There's so many moving parts in this situation, isn't there?
But it's exciting, and it's we really, really are all pleased to be involved with it and making it happen.
Lastly, I know you got to get down this red carpet, but I'm just curious how Tyson Fury's doing. I mean, there was a lot of conspiracy talk going on for a moment there. I was a bit surprised, to be honest, to hear some of it. What's your take on that?
I've never heard so many moronic comments made about it. It was beyond moronic. These guys are getting paid absolute fortunes. Why would they? Tyson did it himself. He cut himself. The fella got. We want a timeline on the video footage. I mean, he got cut. He's got stitches in his eye. End of story. Do you think he's put all that training? He was out here from before Christmas, sacrificing the holiday period with his family to be out here training for an important fight, incurring huge expenses, because that's what happens. You don't fight; they're your expenses.
Yeah.
You get stuck with them. It's just madness, and anybody who thought any different are pretty stupid.
All right, Frank. Well, thank you for your time. Hopefully, we'll be able to catch up with you later in the week.
Certainly will, my darling.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Bye, fans.